Hello everyone, this is Happy from Odishatv.in, bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Gadkari waves green signal for the proposed second bridge on Brahmani in Raulkela. Work to begin by the end of June. All India Organization of Chemists and Druggists called 24-hour nationwide strike. Healthcare services affected across state. Kendrapada MP Bajan Panda inaugurated overhead water tank project in Cuttack amid protest. Says protesting people will have to answer the public. Villagers protest boundary wall construction at Gitanjali Gems Park. Alleged government is stealing lands from poor Dalits, Adivasis and traditional forest dwellers. And Sital Sashti celebrated in Sambalpur and Bhubaneswar. Divine marriage of Shiva and Parvati solemnized. Now, the details. The proposed second bridge on River Brahmani near Raulkela finally received a green signal after Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari assured the Odisha government to begin work for the proposed project by the end of June. In response to a letter of Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, the Union Minister wrote to Odisha government stating tender for the project has already been floated and last date of submission of bids is June 12, 2017. The minister also assured to convert the bridge from 2-lane to 6-lane as per the request of local MP and Union Minister Jewel Oram, Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Raulkela MLA Dilip Ray. Considering the seriousness of the matter, he split the entire project into two parts. 6-lane bridge on River Brahmani, including 4-lane road project with a length of over 29 km from Birmitrapur to Brahmani bypass and another 4-lane project from Brahmani bypass to Rajamunda. Closure of medicine stores since last midnight following a 24-hour nationwide strike called by All India Organization of Chemists and Druggists has affected healthcare in the state. The countrywide agitation call was given to draw attention of the central government against the e-pharmacy regulations that the central government is deliberately upon in support of online sale of drugs. In Odisha, the Utkal Chemists and Druggists Association have extended support to the agitation. Nearly 17,000 medicine store owners across the state are participating in the agitation. However, chemists in Cuttack have opted out of the strike. Around 2,000 medicine stores in Cuttack will remain open despite the strike call. On the other hand, Health and Family Welfare Secretary P.K. Meherda has directed authorities of medical colleges, state-run hospitals and others to remain in readiness to meet possible eventuality.
आमर जी गरीबी लोक अच्छा से अनुसार मेडिसिन टा ऑनलाइन से पाखे पहुँचवा बहुत असंभव कथा से ग्रामांचल से आम केमिस्ट मैंने नेट्र फैसिलिटी कौन पाइबे जहाँद्वारा कि समस्त तथ्य ये ई पोर्टाल लोड करेंगे सरकार इम्प्लीमेंट करने जाती सबुदिन जनसाधारण बहुत असुविधार सम्मुखीन हे.
Amid protests, Kendrapada MP Bajan Panda today inaugurated an overhead water tank project in presence of hundreds of his supporters at Jatli Parlo village under Rahaniya Panchayat near Mahanga in Cuttack district. The project is one of the 52 ongoing drinking water projects in Kendrapada which will address the water scarcity problem in the area. Each overhead tank will supply 1 lakh litres of water. Inaugurating the project, Panda said this is the 10th project which became operational. Expressing his concern, the MP said the protesting people will have to answer the public.
एटा संपूर्ण मिछ समस्त एठी स्थानीय नेता मानकु से जिला परिषद होंतु विधायक होंतु सरपंच होंतु तांकु खबर दिया जाइछि फोन जरिया रे एसएमएस जरिया रे आपण देखिबे 100 एमपी लाइट प्रोजेक्ट केंद्रापड़ा लोकसभा आसन रे चारियाडे हिछि सबु जगह रे स्थानीय नेता मानकर ना फलक रे अछि एठी मध्य थिला जो फलकटी से माने भांगी देइछंती. मु ए विषय कहया पई चाहिबी जे एटा होछि 10 नंबर जो सांसद पांठिरु 52 बड़ साइज रो पीवा पानी रो प्रकल्प तैयारी चली प्रत्येकटी लक्ष लिटर पानी दब एठी लोकन को हजार हजार आमर नागरिक मानकु पीवा पानी रो समस्या दूरेई दब. तो पूरा 52 तैयारी हे गले आपण अनुमान करंतु 52 लाख लिटर रो पीवा पानी रो एठी अरेंजमेंट होउची सांसद पांठिरु जो माने एटा विरोध करूचंती मु भाबुची से माने जनता को जवाब देवाक पड़ो जे कहीं पीवा पानी प्रकल्प रे विरोध करुचंती. मु आउ दीपद मते कहया मैं चाहिबी आम दल रे मु मूलरू अछि प्रथम 17 वर्ष एभली गोटे नीति थिला जे आमे गुंडागर्दी रो विरोध ए प्रकार गोस्ती कंदल रो विरोध रे थिलु. गत 3 वर्ष हला किछि बदली जाइछि जेबेठारू किछि बाबू माने सरकारी ऑफिस रे एसी रूम रे बसिकी दलर निष्पत्ति नवाक आरंभ कले सेबठू ए प्रकार गोष्ठी कंदल ए प्रकार विरोध ए प्रकार गुंडागिरी है आसुची मु भाबुची एवडा भल कथा नुह आम नेता को विभिन्न माध्यम रे कहा जाउची मु मध्य पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी मीटिंग रे कहितली मु भाबुची नवीन बाबू जतबे पूरा सत्यटी बुझी पारिबे सुनी पारिबे निश्चय से या ऊपर पदक्षेप नेबे।
Tension prevailed at Ramdaspur Panchayat under Baranga Tehsil in Cuttack district today when some villagers resisted construction of a boundary wall at the Geetanjali Gems Industrial Park by the Odisha Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation. As part of the protest, several locals, including women, under the banner of the Adivasi Adhikar Manch, partially raised the semi-constructed boundary wall. The villagers alleged that the state government is taking away lands from poor Dalits, Adivasis and traditional forest dwellers and handing over the same to IDCO. They further demanded to stop the construction of the boundary wall immediately. Meanwhile, 2 platoons of police forces were deployed to avoid any untoward incident during the protest. It may be mentioned here that IDCO had acquired the land after Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik laid the foundation stone for setting up the Geetanjali Gems Industrial Park in 2016. Like every year, the divine wedding of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati was solemnized as per the Vedic rituals on the auspicious occasion of Sital Sashti in Sambalpur, Bhubaneswar and other parts of the state late on Monday night. Hundreds of devotees thronged the place in Sambalpur to see the divine wedding, which is conducted like a real marriage of a man with a woman, with 2 persons from different families playing the role of parents. On the occasion, wedding processions were taken from various Shivalayas with pomp and celebration. The groom reached the bride's house in a grand procession. The couple, who performed the role of Parvati's parents, offered the hand of their daughter to Lord Shiva. The marriage ended with the tying of the couple's hands with a sacred thread amidst recital of Vedic chants by priests. The procession, which marks the homecoming of the deities after the marriage, will be held tonight. The festival was also celebrated in several other parts of the state, including Bolangir and Bhubaneswar. In the capital city, Lord Lingaraja's marriage was solemnized with Goddess Parvati at Kedareswar temple amidst fanfare. In an incident that shames humanity, a minor girl was allegedly gang raped by 3 youths last night at Badabisol village of Udala under Kapripada police limits in Mayurbhanj district. The 3 accused gagged her while she was asleep and forcefully took her out of the home. The 3 accused gagged her while she was asleep and forcefully took her out of her home to a nearby kennel where they allegedly committed the heinous act, police said. As many as 7 persons were killed and 2 critically injured in 3 separate accidents in Balesore and Dhenkanal districts today. 3 persons were killed and a pregnant lady was critically injured when a 102 ambulance, Janani Express, they were travelling in, was hit by a truck from behind on NH16 at Barungadia Square in Jaleswar in Baleswar district. The pregnant lady has been shifted to SCB Medical College and Hospital in Cuttack. The deceased include the husband of the lady and an ASHA worker. All of them were coming to Baleswar town from Rani Basana village under Bhograi block of the district. Similarly, 1 person died in another accident in Soro block of the district today. In Dhenkanal, 3 persons were killed and 1 injured in a head-on collision between a truck and a tipper near Nagena village under Gondia police limits. The deceased are yet to be identified. Meanwhile, police rushed to the spot and started inquiry after shifting the bodies for post-mortem. Before wrapping up, the news headlines once again. Gadkari waves green signal for the proposed second bridge on Brahmani in Raulkela. Work to begin by the end of June. All India Organization of Chemists and Druggists called 24-hour nationwide strike. Healthcare services affected across state. Kendrapada MP Baijan Panda inaugurated overhead water tank project in Cuttack amid protest. Says protesting people will have to answer the public. Villagers protest boundary wall construction at Geetanjali Gems Park. Alleged government is stealing lands from poor Dalits, Adivasis and traditional forest dwellers. And Sital Sashti celebrated in Sambalpur and Bhubaneswar. Divine marriage of Shiva and Parvati solemnized. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.